Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so while I'm pre-shuffling today, all I'm hearing is what's coming down the pipeline for the Twin Collective. So I'm going to dive into that, get some, let's say, cards. I've got the decks here. I just have to remember what Divine Guidance told me I was doing. So what's coming down the pipeline, then we're going to do what that's balancing out in the twin polarities and how it's going to look in the 3D or energetically for each. So let's see what is coming down the pipeline for the twins in the collective. Oh, so the Lovers, Higher Love, and Ace of Pentacles kind of came out in the reverse. So the glimpses of the new beginnings of the Higher Love in action. So that can look like putting down the guard, coming back into communication, opening up to not having things all or nothing, seeing where things can begin, taking a look at where each have grown and overcome anxiety. So it looks like the preparation for the new beginning is coming in through higher love, through expanding the hearts to, you know, not be all or nothing, to be really open-hearted, open-minded about the counterpart. And this first little bit is just really comparing notes on how far each have come. So let's see how that's going to look. So that can be energetically, you might feel inspired to go into a meditation where you just really say, oh wow, I don't feel so triggered by such and such, or I'm noticing the cringy energy isn't there and I'm looking at things in a much more supportive way. Or you could just have less physical anxiety or emotional anxiety or thoughts balancing out about connecting with your twin again, that kind of a thing. Or you might be finding you're having conversations and they're just more amicable, more easygoing, more exciting. Or you might be working together or coming together in a new level of relationship in some way and starting to see what was I so afraid of before, or, you know, tracking progress. So how is this going to be showing up to balance out the masculine polarity? What are we getting in the masculine polarity? Guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist my soul's growth. This is really interesting because at the beginning of this year, there was a lot of the mother clearing and a lot of the bad guy clearing, that the divine masculines have been kind of bullying themselves for why the heck haven't they come forward and made this thing work? Why haven't they felt inspired to go towards the feminine? That has been to open the eyes for all the possibilities. That's how karma clearing works on a collective level. We're the specialists that think of it all. And so that long-standing period of time for the divine masculines was a period of revelation where they really looked at all the cliche things, the naysaying things, the worldly things, and checked off the boxes. No, that doesn't hold power over the love I feel. No, that doesn't hold power over the love I feel. No, that isn't a deal breaker. No, that shouldn't hold me back. I choose love instead of that. So the divine masculines are continuing to just really catch stride with this and not have guilt about them following divine guidance in an autonomous, sovereign way, and everything that that creates in their lives. They are taking the control over their own lives so that they don't feel they have to answer to anyone else. And it's legitimate that they know their life is theirs alone, between them and a higher knowing. Okay, how is that? Oh, let's get some advice. Or yeah, for the divine masculines watching that have been working through permissions and guilt and energetically combating all those things that the world tells us we should subscribe to. What can the divine masculines know about this stage of the journey through that theme? We get one card. What is it? Twin flames, stepping out of comfort zone and preparing to go forward. Uncharted territory. So divine masculines, it really has come down to venturing out. This can indicate travel with the world, movement, leaving things behind. So yeah, it's going to play out in some actual physical movement here. Divine feminines, you will likely be tipped off to this. Okay, for the divine feminines, what is this motion balancing out in the polarity? What can we see for divine feminines? Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. Exactly. So this long suffering with the masculines not coming forward, really following their intuition to live their lives under their terms with their divine connection, that has created this inability for you to, easily persuade or willfully manifest your divine masculine into your life. And you've had to tap into source. You've had to become a master divine feminine, because karmic situations, it's easy to glom on and get into a quagmire. In divine connections, the second you try and force anything, poof, gone. Gone. And you have nothing but yourself and your connection to source to balance out with. And that has been a work in progress. The reason we're getting into this preparation for a different physical alignment is working through all these dragons. Divine feminines, you have been recognizing where your capacity is good on your own, not just in theory, but the embodiment of it. You're starting to see your energy come back, your joy. You're not so worried about being in relationship or not. There's so many things. Put it in the comments below. How has your acceptance of being responsible for your own happiness affected you most because of this twin journey? I literally need to hear that. Put it in the comments below. I want to know, how have you discovered, divine feminines, that you are responsible for your own happiness? Specifically, because it hasn't been easy to get your divine counterpart into union with you. You've had to let go of that control. Tell me how you have seen your own happiness emerge, divine feminines. What the heck? Divine masculines, if you're out there and bravely talking about your stuff, tell me how you have managed the guilt about not coming forward to your divine counterpart. What have you done to make peace and love yourself unconditionally regarding the guilt of not being given that energetic green light to go all in yet? Put that in the comments. Okay, and for divine feminines, what can we see for in real 3D for your acts of freedom? Yeah, this is the Ace of Pentacles again. You're being more realistic about where you're actually at on the journey regarding this new beginning, and you're seeing that you are enjoying this sovereign happiness. You're seeing that when you thought you were ready for it before, it was because you wanted your DM to comfort you, that you wanted them to fill a void, and now you're seeing what true wholeness feels like, and you're not so eager to just, go back into those codependent ways that would lose that if you were to come into relationship. Yeah. And the King of Cups showed up as well. So there's much more stability when talking about emotional things now. You're able to really talk with a counterpart on a new level where you're not making them responsible for your emotional safety, your emotional well-being. And that's where emotional conversations can actually free flow, where each person gets to be seen and heard authentically for who they are, not with an agenda of, but we need to this, or we need to that, or if you loved me this, or if you loved me that. No, it's all about seeing each other with transparency and allowing for the compatibility to be there or not. That's how natural organization of compatibility works out. Okay, let's really quickly go into, I'm actually feeling to, instead of, do I want to mirror it? I've got Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine cards here, but I'm really thinking I'm just going to quickly do the daily Divine Counterpart reading for each polarity, which is interesting to me, which means there are some bona fide Divine Masculines curious about where their Divine Feminines are at. So I'm going to do the Divine Masculine reading first. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for Divine Masculines? Oh, I do want to say I have one spot left. Third week in September for the Crystal Dig. If you have been wanting to know and you just haven't yet, a spot just opened up. We had one cancellation, so if you are interested, please pop your name down below or comment and I will give you the email. Okay, so Divine Masculines, what are you thinking and feeling about the connection right now? What are you wishing and doing towards the connection right now? What is the biggest challenge? What is the divine guidance for the amazing Divine Masculines watching and cross watchers? What is the direction it's going in? Okay, conscious mind. 9 of Wands, Lord of Great Strength, and King of Cups. Divine Masculines, you have exhibited superhuman strength in light of this journey. You have persevered through all of it, you extraordinary beings. You have held the emotions. They've been welling up though, and it's an extraordinary journey because it brings you into connection. And the masculine polarity on the planet has needed permission to really get to know their emotions in new ways, in expressive ways, in profoundly masterful ways. But this is a bottling up, and it's coming where you can barely hold it back anymore. You're going to have to be just spouting it, shouting it from the rooftops, I heard. I'm seeing one of those sprinklers just spitting it out. Divine Masculines want to talk about all the things that they have realized and become and celebrated on the journey. Divine Feminines, your Divine Masculine has been holding back. You think, you know, on this journey, Divine Feminines, there's so many times where we want to tell our Divine Masculines all the signs, the synchronicities, the growth spurt, those things. And we can. I personally believe we are absolutely able to do that. Just ask for divine guidance and make sure it's not coming from a place of control. If it allows, celebrate the heck out of that kind of thing in your connection, because where else do you have that? But Divine Masculines have been bottling up some of these things that they've noticed because they haven't wanted to prematurely talk about it and then have that be recklessly received, meaning have expectations go through the roof or think that has to mean that there's more or that the two are ready to come into union urgently. Divine Masculines have been withholding that for safekeeping, for protection, because of the process, because of the awareness. They may not know what twin flames are, but many do. But they have noticed what it's done to their emotions and the way that they haven't been able to talk about things because it hasn't felt right. That is coming to an end with the 9 there. What are they feeling on the heart space? 2 of Wands again, and the High Priestess, Lord of Dominion. 2 of Wands in the reverse, that's, you know, we just got the 2 of Wands for the Divine Masculines in the opening. This is understanding you as a High Priestess. It's so beautiful. So Divine Feminines, your Divine Masculine now gets the green light to talk about the soul stuff, the emotional things, to be able to express how they have grown in this journey. They know that you have mercy, humility, compassion, and that you are one of the rare ones, if not the only one, that would be able to meet them in this energy. I do want to say that for all viewers out there, just because someone has compassion and is a master does not mean that's your twin. There are other indicators that does qualify each to know. Usually it's a statement of reciprocated awareness of the connection in a personal way. So there are many masters, and that is such a beautiful thing. On this journey, we do become a light for the world, and there are so many moths to the flame. So please honor that it is a reciprocated motion. If somebody is flat out saying to you they don't feel that particular connection, it might not be your twin. I do believe that twins tend to, at somewhere along the journey, express that they do share a mutual connection like no other with that person. So pay attention to that and really consider it, because I don't want people out there, saying that's my twin flame. They just haven't told me. That can be possible, however, and so this is a journey of mastery to learn that discernment. But yeah, I did feel to bring that disclaimer through for the divine masculines on the heart space, for their true divine feminine. They know who you are to them, they sense it, and they're wanting to acknowledge it. Possibly for the first time, but possibly again with gusto. So what can we see for the wish the divine masculines are having? Ooh, the blasted tower. I love how it says that in this deck. The Lord of the hosts of the mighty. So in that depiction, it means that there has been angelic guidance, spirit guidance, divine intervention, really impressing upon the divine masculines that they can no longer hold back the feelings they have, the emotion they have, the knowing they have about this connection. And because here's that sovereignty, it's safe. They have seen you stop chasing. They have seen you stop, being in emotional imbalance. They've seen you come into the calm, the knowing of the high priestess energy, divine feminines. They've seen you claim your sovereignty, your happiness. This is such a beautiful confirmation that the divine feminines have surrendered, have let go, have come into peace, and that the divine masculines are blown away at seeing that. The last 2 days in personal readings, private reads, I have had the resounding message that one of the coming to God in these connection moments is going to be where the divine masculines literally tower moment. See how consciously aware of the love you've been, divine feminines, and at your composure in light of that you have literally been able to regulate your emotions, your own energy, even while knowing the profound connection, and you have not been karmic. You have not been controlling. You have not been manipulative. You have not been overly emotionally expressive. You have held your truth, and that is going to be hitting the masculines like a ton of bricks. They don't have that anywhere else, and they want to let that sink in, is the wish there. What is the action the divine masculines are taking? 5 of Wands in the reverse, Lord of Strife and higher guidance, the high priest. So divine masculines are realizing this is that walk to the beat of their own drum. No external viewpoints, assumptions, circumstances, people hold bearing over this divine truth any longer. And because it's sinking in who you are to them, how stable, grounded, secure, happy, abundant, solid you are, divine feminines, divine masculines say, that's the proof I need to know what to invest my time and energy and love into. That's what the divine has shown me is suitable, not the drama, not the wishful thinking, not the cautionary advice, not the naysaying. The foundation that I have with my divine feminine is unparalleled, and all of the people, places, and things that don't support, won't support, wouldn't support me towards something like that, I wish them blessing. I wish them the ability to find that for themselves too. So it's like a flipping of the tables. The one shot at love in their life, I just heard. So divine masculines know that they have found the Holy Grail. Oh, what's the biggest challenge for the divine masculines? The Hierophant, Magus of the Eternal Gods. That's the same card that we just had, and this Enlightenment, the Sun. So this is the action they're taking right now consciously to just the magnitude of that you are real, that you are who you say you are, and that you are the energy through this consistent. You've never Jekyll and Hyde sprung Jekyll and Hyde energy on them, or if you did, you balanced it out so quickly it was a non-issue. And so this is the challenge, is letting that sink in its fullness, in its complete way. Yeah. So what's the supported advice for the divine masculines here? Yeah, the universe, the world in this deck, the great one of the Knight of Time. Time is a linear construct in a way. Lessons learned are more accurate to measure progress than time. This is in the reverse as the solution here, and the Alchemy card. So it's blending lots of major arcana. I'm just amazed here with the High Priest twice, and then letting it sink in, and letting the eyes be open fully to this now that there is the drop of the resistance, the acceptance, the allowing. That mirrors you truly being receptive to actual love, divine feminines, and not being in fear that you don't deserve it or won't access it. The Alchemy card is the Temperance. The world, the universe in the reverse, does indicate the cycle isn't closed yet, that the divine masculines are still in this active revelation period to see with certainty the proof of all of the things that are good and right and true about you as a person, about you as a divine gift in their life, about the potentials with your relationship because of that. Divine masculines are also seeing the healing that has happened in them. It's all coming together. It's all tying up in a consciousness bow. Where's the direction of the connection going? Knight of Pentacles and victory. A new foundation is going to be laid in the physical. So this can mean that your divine counterpart is talking to friends, family, bringing you around, having you connected on social media, not wanting to protect you or keep you a secret. This is for both polarities. So this is about beginning to take initial steps to physically bring each other more into each other's lives, associated on deepening levels. Beautiful. Okay, let's see where the divine feminines are. So thank you, divine creator. What can we see about the divine feminine polarity? What do the divine feminines most need to express with where they are thinking of the connection, where they are feeling for their divine counterpart on the heart space? What are the divine feminines wishing for at this time? What are the divine feminines doing at this time towards the connection? What are they challenged most by? And where is the connection going in the near future? Okay, conscious mind for divine feminines. 5 of Wands and joy. So divine feminines are also clearing the clutter, seeing the things that don't bring joy, continuing to let go of people, places, and things that don't allow them to be a sovereign, free spirit and responsible for their own happiness. Divine feminines, you now know that that indicates that you're in alignment. When you're happy, when you're joyful, when your energy is high, that's a testament of alignment. And so anything that is not aligned with that is being seen for what it is and for why it is a joy zapper, and it's being released. So divine masculines, your divine feminines are on finer and finer levels, giving themselves permission to live their best life without unapologetically, in a sovereign way. That means that you're not going to rock their boat, that they're dialing it in as well. What is the divine masculine, or what are the divine feminines thinking on the heart space about their connection with their masculine? Creation, water, and Sky Father. Isn't that interesting? We've got the Emperor, and this is like the Empress as well. So we have divine counterparts. They both came out in the reverse. So on the heart space, sight unseen, against all odds, despite any kind of disconnect in the physical, divine feminines know you are the Empress and the Emperor, that you are the King of all kings and they are the Queen of all queens. They have come into this knowing, they've seen this connection evolve through all of those incredible high level, stride for stride, matches of energy. This is a connection of mastery. So, I'm sorry to say, but for those who don't see counterparts in this alignment, you might be traveling with a karmic situation of unrequited love. If you do actually see this kind of parallel in your connection, you actually can see it. You know, true twins have been historically very rare. It is still a very rare occurrence. I think my viewership is nice and tight and tidy because I talk to true twins. But there is a chance for some that find my videos and other videos, you're not in this alignment yet. And that's okay, because if you are aware of the twin flame journey, you will be on a time release, lifelong journey of finding true love. You won't be able to settle. You will find your twin. And even for those who are pretty sure they're in this alignment, there's even a greater sense of letting go and trusting that if they're wrong, that the divine has something more in store. It's absolutely stunning on this journey. When you think you're sure about things, it can be ego. When you're open to whatever, literally have embodied that, not just in wishful thinking or theory, you may actually authentically be in this. I've even had it come through that we wake up in union after the fact and say, oh, I remember when I wanted this, and here it is. I hardly noticed. It was so effortless and natural and seamless when we came into it, that there was no awareness of it happening, even because it was so much flow. So we got a couple messages here on the heart space where divine feminines, you're really surrendering to that level. You're really seeing the indications that you don't have to doubt the love, and you're allowing whatever to be. Amazing. So divine masculines, it's not in your head that there's no Jekyll and Hyde with your divine feminine. They are the true embodiment of this amount of love, and they are exemplifying what that looks like embodied and in action. What is the wish for the feminines at this time? Freeing their minds regarding the illusion of separation. This is like the Five of Coins where we're iced out. When it's on the twin flame journey, we see that as an act of purification and protection, not as isolation or punishment. And so this freeing of the mind. Eight of Swords is where we take the blinders off, where we free ourselves from those lower vibrational suffering thoughts, and we see that everything that happens is a blessing if we utilize it for our conscious development, our expanded consciousness. It can be a purification, and it's not a punishment. So divine feminines are wishing to continue to see that God-given truth. It was a 33 card, so the angels are assisting. What is the action the feminines are taking right now? Unconditional love of self and other, trusting, knowing, seeing the growing peace in this connection, in all things in their life, seeing the drama going away in all spheres of influence, especially in the emotions, in the thoughts, in the actions. Divine feminines are seeing love win in their lives. What is the biggest challenge for the feminines at this time? Groundedness, gravity, knowing they feel this energetic connection with their divine counterpart and wondering if it will ever ground. That curiosity. Ask the divine those questions. What is the solution for that challenge? The Queen of Cups and the Sun. The divine masculines got the Sun as well in the same spot, didn't they? This is the psychic intuitive that knows, the enlightened, the conscious. So just keep in that vibe, divine feminines. That's how it grounds. When you can live there, truly. We always think that we're further ahead when we start touching on this, but it's not a moment of enlightenment. It's expanded consciousness in all directions, in all things. Once you touch on it, that's just the beginning. That's the awakening. But it permeates your whole life until the material realm follows suit. So just keep in it. Hold the frequency, divine feminines. And where is the connection going? Oh, mystery, the dark matter. So divine feminines, there's more mission. This is the card that comes after the world in this deck. And it does show in this inverse that there is still more to your mission, to your purpose, to the mystery that you're being asked to embark on, to go towards. So keep on that path. There's still more to come. If we were all making love and cuddling and giggling with our divine counterparts, we wouldn't be out doing our missions. I know I wouldn't be out here on YouTube if I was in full union with my counterpart. I'm not sure how that would look, so I guess that's why it hasn't happened yet. I love you all so much, and take that as an example. Be in alignment with what you're supposed to bring into the world without resistance. Be totally receptive to love. What goes around comes around. Follow the mystery of every day. What's showing up for you today? Are you bringing freedom, joy, love, presence, spontaneity, heart to it today? If you're not there, that's your first order of business. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.